Hello student, today my lecture topic on n-slit. In this lecture topic we will cover the resultant intensity due to the n-slit on a screen at a point P, and also we will discuss what is the difference between the interference and diffraction. Before we start the description of the n-slit, I would like to discuss what is the difference between the interference and diffraction. Interference diffraction. Interference basically occurs due to the superposition of two different wave fronts originating from two coherent wave front source. And now the diffraction is basically occurs due to the superposition of infinite different secondary wavelets originating from same wave front. Here the different two wavefront here will be generated from same wavefront. And the second one difference is fringes are usually same wave, same width. Here not same. Width is not same. And third one, all the bright fringes are same intensity. Here intensity is varying, not constant, not same at all. Now we will discuss the n-slit. What is the n-slit? All of you know very well, in case of the single slit, you know that we consider the single opening and the width of the opening is equal to small b, and we have already derived the equation. The resultant intensity at a point P is equal to y here y is equal to a sine beta upon a beta sine omega t minus beta, where beta is equal to pi by lambda b sine theta. All of you know very well. In case of the n-slit, it means that the n opening, like that, 1 opening, 2 opening, 3, up to n opening. Suppose every opening light will be diffracted like that. Suppose here will be a lens like that. Here will be a screen. Suppose every light diffracted and focus at a point P on a screen like that. Like that. Here also will be focus at a screen point P. And all of you know that, suppose that here opening portion is same. Suppose this one distance is small b, this distance is a small a. Now the distance d is b plus a from here to here. From here to here, suppose it will be a opening. Small b is opening a small a, the distance from here to here d. And all of you know very well, the wave is coming from this portion and the resultant wave is equal to y a sine beta upon a beta sine omega t minus beta. Here also same thing, y a sine beta upon a beta sine omega t minus beta. Also here y a sine beta upon a beta sine omega t minus beta, and here is also same, y a sine beta upon a beta sine omega t minus beta. Okay, fine. Now question is that here at a point P we will see that all the wave which is generated at different opening will meet at a point P. It means that we will see that the resultant effect of the all wave here at a point P. It means that we will draw a perpendicular from here to here like that. It will be perpendicular here. It means that this distance from here to here, this point is equal to d sine theta. It means that from here to here, this one and this one, the part difference, extra part difference will be generated this one. Okay. Now it means that the relation between this wave to this wave is equal to y a sine beta upon a beta. This is y1, this is y2, is sine omega t minus beta minus phi 1, let phi 1 is 2 pi by lambda d sine theta. It will be the part difference, this one is the phase difference. All of you know that. When you draw this perpendicular like that here, like that, we will see that here this one is the 2d sine theta. 1, 2, 3. It means that this one is n minus 1 d sine theta. It means that this one equal here y3 is a sine beta upon a beta sine omega t minus beta minus 2 phi 1, and here is y3 is a sine beta upon a beta sine omega t minus beta is n minus 1 b or n minus 1 phi 1, where phi 1 is this one. Okay, it means that the resultant intensity at a point P, we can write like that: y is equal to a sine beta upon a beta. We will take the common is sine this one omega t minus beta plus second sine omega t minus beta minus phi 1, and also here plus sine omega t minus beta minus 2 phi, and plus so on, and plus at last sine omega t minus beta minus n minus 1 phi 1. Okay. Now we will solve this expression. We can find the resultant intensity at a point P. Now here y is equal to a sine beta upon a beta, let the common, and also you will take the imaginary part. All of you know very well, e to the power I omega t minus beta plus e to the power I omega t minus beta minus phi 1, and plus e to the power I omega t minus beta minus 2 phi 1, and plus so on, plus e to the power I omega t minus beta minus n minus 1 phi 1. Now here a sine beta upon a beta, imaginary part, let the common I omega t minus beta, you will see 1 plus e to the power I minus I phi 1 minus 2 I phi 1 plus e to the power minus I n minus 1 phi 1, like that you will see here. Now you will see here this expression as a geometric series, the summation of the geometric series. All of you know very well, we have already discussed when we will derive the expression for the single slit. All of you know very well, summation s is equal to a 1 minus r to the power n divided by 1 minus r. Here a is the first term is equal to 1, and r is the common factor is equal to e to the power minus I phi 1. So we can write that a sine beta upon a beta, imaginary part, I omega t minus beta, like that, 1 minus e to the power I n phi 1. Sorry, here we will use a small n, and here I am using the n slit. It will be the capital N, like that, capital N, and here 1 minus e to the power I phi 1, like that. Now sine beta upon a beta, the imaginary part e to the power I omega t minus beta, we will take the common e to the power minus I n phi 1 by 2. In this term we will write like that, I n phi 1 by 2 minus e to the power minus I n phi 1 by 2. Now you will take in the denominator you will take the common I phi 1 by 2 e to the power I phi 1 by 2 minus I phi 1 by 2 here. Okay, now you will write the next step like that, the imaginary part I omega t minus beta e to the power minus n minus 1, I here n minus 1 phi 1 by 2, and you can write this one is like that, 2I sine n phi 1 by 2, here 2I sine phi 1 by 2. It will cancel out. You will write the sine beta upon a beta imaginary part e power I omega t minus beta minus n minus 1 phi 1 by 2. That is, it will be the sine n phi 1 by 2 here, sine phi 1 by 2. Now finally you can write the resultant expression like that is sine omega t minus beta minus n minus 1 phi 1 by 2 is sine n phi 1 by 2 divided by sine phi 1 by 2 here. And now the final answer is like that. Y is equal to A sine beta is a beta sine n phi 1 by 2. Here sine phi 1 by 2 is the sine omega t minus beta is n minus 1 phi 1 by 2. Suppose phi 1 is equal to 2 pi y by lambda d sin theta. Suppose gamma is equal to phi 1 by 2. We can write that pi lambda d sin theta. We can write the expression in term of gamma like that, y a sin beta upon a beta sin n gamma divided by sin gamma, because we know that condition, and the sin omega t minus beta minus n minus 1 is a gamma. This is the final expression of the resultant wave due to the diffraction of n slit at a point P. Here you can see here. And also you can see that this term, now what about the intensity? This term is known as the amplitude, and the square of the amplitude is known as a intensity. We can write I is equal to I naught sine square beta upon a beta square sine square n gamma divided by sine square gamma. Here will be the resultant intensity at a point P on screen. Here you can see that this one is the first term, this is the first term, this one is the second term. The first term behave as a diffraction pattern. All of you know very well this term. This intensity to come to the single slit. And the second term is due to the interference pattern. It means that we will see that the diffraction pattern acts as an envelope on interference pattern. These are very important sentence. Diffraction pattern act as an envelope on interference pattern. We will discuss when we will explain the spectrum of the n slit. Then we will know that what is the meaning of the envelope. Okay. Also you can check the relation. Suppose this intensity for the n slit is this one. Suppose n is equal to 1. It means that single slit. When n is equal to 1, it means that this term is goes to here. It will go to 0, and also n is equal to 1 is cancelled out. So your expression like that, y as sin beta upon a beta is sin omega t minus beta. It means that our derivation, our expression will be right, and also we will check my previous relation already have derived in a previous lecture. Okay, I will stop here In the next lecture, we will discuss the intensity distribution curve of n slit due to the diffraction. Thank you.